BBC Television presents...
Hancock.
I'm in the money, I'm in the money. Ho, 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 you've got a twinkle in your eye and a spring in your step this evening, Sid. Full of the joy de vivre, are you? Old age means nothing to you, does it? What's all this about money? And does this mean you're going to pay your back rent? Back rent? I'll pay for the whole bloody house if you want. Steady on, Sid. What have you been drinking? It's that cheap Wetherspoons muck, isn't it? Next minute you'll start voting Brexit and chewing the carpet. That joke left a nasty taste in the mouth, Hancock. Yes, and so did the Wetherspoons best bitter. I just had a round of drinks down East Cheam Arms to celebrate a big bet that's just about to come off, that's all. It's worth 200 grand in me pocket. Steady on now, Sid. 200 grand? I thought it was all little old ladies and 50 pences on the Grand National nonsense down your end of the high street. Those days are gone, Hancock. Not this one. A big mug punter came into the office, didn't he? I'll be able to afford my own place, won't I? On the other side of town. Don't laugh. Sid James moving up market. So you're too good for the likes of me now, Sid. Who is this hapless mug punter who stumbled unwaringly into your betting office then? I don't know who it was, but the bet was an hacker. The first part of the bet is Boris Johnson becoming Prime Minister. Hang on a minute, Sid. He is Prime Minister. Yeah, but that was the easy bit. That was weeks ago. That was the part that drew him in. Then the money was riding on Brexit not happening by Halloween. It isn't. It's been postponed till next year. I'm getting a bad feeling about this one, Sid. I know, Hancock, but the next bit is where the punter loses his pants. The money's all riding on a general election before Christmas. I ask you, a general election before Christmas. There hasn't been one since 1923. It's a dead cert. Sid, there is going to be a general election by Christmas. It's the 12th of December. No, it isn't. Nobody told me. I'm sorry, Sid, they don't have to ask your permission. Oh, well, a few more years at number 23 railway cuttings, but I'm not going to bail you out this time. If you've lost money, it's your own flaming fault. But I've been meaning to tell you, Hancock, you have bailed me out. Oh, no, I haven't, and I won't. I hope you laid the bet off with one of the bigger fellas like William Hill, didn't you? I didn't. I thought it was a dead cert. You are bailing me out. I should have told you. I was going to share the winnings with you. I am not bailing you out. I've already told you. I put the house up as security for the bet. What house? You haven't got one. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Just wait until your sister finds out. I wouldn't want to be you. I should go. It's not my sister's house. It's, yours. Number 23 railway cuttings. Number 23, you telling me, Sid James, you put my house up as security for a bet? You've done it this time, boyo. I'm going to ring the East Cheam police station and talk to the desk sergeant. Don't try and make a run for it. I know where you live. Is that the East Cheam police? Yes, Sergeant Jackson, please. It's Tony Hancock. You know, the comedian. Yes, I'm on TV. I don't care if you haven't heard of me.
Hello, Mr. Hancock. What can I do for you?
Well, it's a nasty case. A very nasty case. My lodger, Sid James, has just used my house deeds as collateral for a dodgy bet. I plan to lose the roof over my head.
And yes, when was this?
When was it, Sid? The 23rd of July. The accused just confirmed it was the 23rd of July.
And who placed the bet, sir?
Who placed the bet, Sid? Oh, yeah, I think he said his name was Michael Gove. Michael Gove, he's an MP, for God's sake, Sid. Didn't you know? He knows everything going on in Parliament and will try and make it happen. Yes, sorry, Sergeant. The man who placed the bet was Michael Gove.
You're not trying to suggest that Michael Gove has done anything wrong, are you, Mr. Hancock?
Of course he has. He's a flaming Tory, isn't he?
I'm afraid if you carry on with this hate campaign of yours, Mr. Hancock, we'll have to arrest you. Michael Gove can't do anything wrong, can he?
Think of that, Hancock. Michael Gove had a bet in my betting office. Wait till I tell all the boys down the pub. Ring him, Sid. Ring him. Ring him this minute. Ring that Michael Gove. Is that Michael Gove? Yes, it's Sir James, turf accountant. The bloke with all the wrinkles in his chin, that's me. You couldn't come over, could you?
Nice to meet you, Mr. James. Oh, that well-worn and avuncular boat race of yours. Nice little place you've got here. It's a bit used, though, isn't it? But a saving grace is it's Surrey here, isn't it? It's worth a bubble, too. Don't worry, I'll have it up for auction by Christmas.
You ain't won your bet yet, Mr. Gove.
Ooh, I'm afraid I am, old boy. It's all done and dusted. It's in the bag. Boris and all the gang, we've all just voted for the election on December the 12th. And it's the Honourable Michael Gove to you.
Gove, did you know this was going to happen?
Oh, don't you bloody fool. Of course I did. I'm in a know. That's why I put the bet on. You didn't think I would throw £10,000 of my money down the drain, did you? I may look daft, but I'm not. No, sir. I enjoy throwing the taxpayers' money down the drain now.
So you're quite happy to put me out on the streets, are you? In the middle of winter. You cad. I could go to the papers, you know. I've got contacts on the Daily Mirror.
Ooh, the Mirror, bad luck. I'm a big Tory beast, you know. And don't bother to go to the papers. We own all the bloody papers. They aren't interested in the little people like you, because we tell them not to be.
I'll have you know I'm one of the top comedians on the planet. You can't treat me like this.
Yes, you're a bit of a comedian, I agree. But if you're so good, why are you living in a dump like this?
I'm with the BBC. There's constraints, you know.
I can see you're no Gary Lineker, are you? Bad luck. I'll give you a chance to pack. You've got 48 hours on the 13th of December. Friday the 13th. Have you got an advent calendar?
Please, Mr. Gove, it was my fault. Hancock here is innocent. He didn't know I was using his house as insurance for the bet. I suppose I've broken the law.
Naughty, naughty. Oh, you've been a naughty boy, haven't you? I wouldn't like to be in your shoes. However, mine come from Savile Row, and yours come from Skid Row, by the look of them.
I'm not the sort of man who begs, but I'm begging you, Mr. Gove, please cancel your bet. I'll even vote for you.
Not a chance, lovey. Never give a sucker an even break, I say. That's my motto for life. Doo-doo. Look after number 23 Rowie Cuttings until I get my clutches on it, won't you?
There's only one thing left we can do. We're going to have to ask Theresa Thwaites, our Liberal MP, to see if she can help us, Sid. Is that Theresa Thwaites?
Well, that's just awful, Mr. Hancock. I know Michael Gove is an out-and-out bugger, but I didn't think he would stoop so low as to kick a couple of pensioners out of their little house for Christmas.
Well, I'm only 42, Theresa. It doesn't matter. I've had an hard day. 51. It doesn't matter. I've had an even harder day.
Terribly sorry, chaps. The light's not very good, is it? Let me see. What we need is a plan. What plan have you two come up with?
Nothing. We were relying on you.
I'm afraid I haven't got any ideas. Well, it was worth a try. Nice meeting you.
There must be something you can do, Theresa. You work with him. Doesn't he have any foibles? Skeletons in his cupboard? Pedalos? Little guilty secrets?
You mean peccadillos, don't you, Mr. Hancock?
Well, I've never ridden one of those.
Hold on. I think I've got an idea. Ask Michael Gove around one more time, and I'll be there. Tell him he can measure up the windows for some new curtains. Yes, it was a good idea. You do need some new curtains in here. Grubby, very grubby. Don't want the neighbours talking, do we? Michael Gove lives in the slum, you know. The tongues of the working class. Oh, they can be nasty, very nasty.
I've got another proposition for you, Mr. Gove.
Ooh, you're not propositioning me, are you? It's a bit early for that, isn't it? Naughty, naughty, naughty. I'll tell Boris.
I I wondered if you would like to go double or quits on that bet you made.
Not a chance. You think I would throw away a £500,000 house on the toss of a coin? I'm not as stupid as I look, you know.
Yes, I quite understand, but what about a little side bet? How about betting a good bottle of wine that Theresa Thwaite will lose her seat at the general election on December the 12th?
Well, all right, but make it a good one. How about a bottle of Chateau Latour 2009?
Yeah, right. Oh, I'll go down Tesco's and get one.
Got you again, you silly fellow. A bottle of Latour 2009 is 10,000 nicker. You won't get one at Tesco's, neither. That Theresa Thwaite will lose her seat. Don't worry about it.
You can't possibly know that. Not even an evil political genius like you could affect the result of a vote.
Oh, yes, I can. I will be the Conservative candidate standing against her, as I'm now resident of East Cheam, as I have the deeds to your house, Mr. Hancock. Don't look so upset. I didn't get where I am today being nice, you know.
Aha! Just as I thought. Hold on a minute there, Mr. Gove. I heard all that.
I don't care. I'm doing nothing illegal. Come on, Theresa. I just like a little bottle of wine now and again, that's all. If these two clowns want to give me a Latour, that's their odd luck. You're going to lose, Theresa. I'm sorry, lovey. All's fair in politics, as you know.
However, Mr. Gove, I must warn you that there is an ancient law against waging bets in the House of Commons.
But this isn't the House of Commons, Miss Thwaite. It's a grubby little terraced house 30 miles away. So sucks boo to you. Bad luck with knobs on.
I'm afraid you're misinformed, Mr. Gove. There is also a caveat. An ancient law which says when two MPs meet under the same roof, it becomes an extension of the House of Commons. In loco domus.
You're the one going loco, if you ask me. What are you talking about? You're around a twist.
I'm afraid it's true. You don't know your history, do you? King John's Magna Carta, page 5. If you don't cancel your bet with Mr. James, I will report you to the Speaker, and your whip will be withdrawn, and you will be banned from standing at the next election.
Ooh, you wouldn't dare. I'll set Anne Widdecombe on you.
I'm afraid I would dare, and I would dance rings around Anne Flaming Widdecombe.
Well, all right, but you're all sore losers. Here's your flaming deeds. You can stick them where the sun doesn't shine.
Bravo! Well, it's a good job you knew all those old laws then, Miss Thwaite.
I didn't, Mr. Hancock. I just made them up.